let's talk worst case scenario. You've made a bunch of mistakes, or maybe somebody's attacked you from behind and somebody is on your back. It's your first week or two in jiu-jitsu, you'll probably find yourself here, don't worry. But there's ways out, and it's all about staying calm and keeping your neck safe. So first priority is always to use our hands to address the choking arm. I can't really choke her with this arm, that's an underhook. I can only really choke her with this arm. So she's gonna focus her hands on this arm. Top hand position always wins. So I wanna be on top of her hands, and she wants to be on top of my hands. So that is the battle of the hand fight right here. So, from this situation, Braylee has two escapes. My preferred escape is for her to kick off this leg and push me to my choking hand side, just like that. Now from here, she has really good rotational capability. She's gonna look at the ceiling and get her back to the mat. No matter how hard I squeeze, if she gets away from my hook here, she's going to be able to twist her hips and her back to the mat, and then whoever gets their hips highest here is gonna come on top. So I can come on top to mount, or if Braylee gets her hips high and turns in, she can come on top into closed guard, which, as you guys saw in the last video, is where my legs are wrapped around her with my feet crossed behind her back. But what happens if me, as the attacker on the back, falls to the side I want, which is underhook down? I have much more control here. It's much harder for her, especially with good head position, for her to get her back on the mat. So her first priority is, again, to keep her neck safe. Second priority is to get her head below mine. So she's gonna work to get head position by fighting underneath me there. Whether she has to use her hand or not, just depends on how good the individual is that you're fighting. So once she gets her head down, now she can start pushing out with her legs and out the top and spinning, getting her back to the mat. And again, I can come to mount, or if she gets up hips higher, she comes into my closed guard, escaping the back. So the keys are always, always, always to get your back to the mat and look at the ceiling, okay? For basic back escapes. These are the ones we always teach you in the first couple weeks of your jiu-jitsu journey. So again, to the choking side, it's very easy for her to just right now look at the ceiling. So even right here, she's looking at the ceiling. Her artery on this side is safe. So now she's already made it very difficult for me to choke her, okay? As she just goes an inch at a time, sliding her back to the mat, sliding her back to the mat. She's safe, 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 and gets on top. We go the other way. Same concept, except she has to get head position first. Let's move forward a little bit. She has to get head position first. So, fall to my side, the underhook side. She has to fight for good head position. Good. Now, protecting her neck, but now her neck is safe. Even if I were to try to choke her here, pretty much impossible because this artery is safe. So, she continues to fight, back to the mat, and oh, I beat her up. Mount. But at least she's not getting choked from behind. Sometimes when we're in the worst position possible, it's about making one slightly better decision at a time. So the one caveat that we have to talk about when you escape to the choking side is this elbow position. So we fall this way. As she gets her back to the mat, she's gonna be dropping her elbow inside my arm. If she leaves it high and I get to mount, I can set up a head and arm choke here. So she has to clear that elbow line. Watch again. Back to the mat, drops her elbow inside my elbow right away. Very important detail, okay? Helps you escape, helps you avoid a secondary attack. If we fall to my side, underhook side, it's much easier for me to hold her here. She can't really spin until gets her head position. Now she can start spinning and getting out. Oh, she beat me. She didn't want to be on bottom again. Good job. All right, that is what you'll learn in your first month of jiu-jitsu, and that'll get you going on the mats, playing the game. I hope you enjoyed our little demo here, and if you're interested, make sure you're coming in here to try out your free week. Talk to you soon.